Tell us a memorable or unique story from real estate that just sticks out in your mind. I guessed Billy's really quickly, or William's really quickly, and
everybody always knows mine in my office because I've told the story because it's bizarre. It's so bizarre. It's not that happy of a story. I was out showing houses. I remember it was in the Chameau area, and I had the buyers. It was a young couple, first-time buyers, and she was a vet tech for a veterinary. That's important. We get to one of the houses. We walk in. And there's a dog, and the dog, acted for the most part normal, but kind of walked over to us. We were thinking, oh, it's a little nervous, going to say hello. And the dog laid down, and I looked at the dog, and I thought, did that dog just pass away? And I looked at my buyer, and I said, I think, and she said, the dog just died. So this is somebody else's house we're in. This is not my listing. I don't know these sellers. And the dog passed away. It was almost like he was waiting for somebody to come home. Very sad. I laughed out nervously because it was just awful. So it was thankfully the last showing of the day. So my buyers, left. I waited for the sellers to come home. I couldn't reach the listing agent, and I didn't want to just leave. So I had to wait for them to come home to tell them that, your dog died. And I'm so sorry. So sometimes I guess in real estate, you really do have to be prepared to deliver some rough news. And the people were so nice. Anyway, I guess it was a very elderly dog. Anyways.
And so unusual that you had a vet tech as a buyer that, with you.
Yeah. Well, and then the seller had asked at the end, did they like the house? And I had to say, no.
Oh, no.
No, it wasn't going to work for them.
Oh, no. And it's so hard because we are animal lovers.
The only time in my career, normally you do not talk to another company's seller. That's kind of well, it is a rule. You can't do that. But what are you going to do? I thought, I can't reach the listing agent.
Yeah.
I can't just let them come home and I don't know. So it was just the most bizarre showing ever.
Animals can be a challenge in real estate.
Animals can be a challenge in real estate. Sweet dog.
Sweet dog. Oh, at least he wasn't alone when he passed.
No, yes, that was good. And I had a vet tech with me, so she she did actually check, and she was like, yeah, no, he's definitely gone.
Joan, what is your most memorable or unique or noteworthy story that you can think of from your 30 years in real estate?
Well, the thing that comes to mind first, so that's what I'll go with. I don't know if it was the most memorable, but it must be because I thought of it first. But I was showing a house in Black River. I was meeting a pilot from Fort Drum and his family. I got there first, and I hadn't seen the house, so I wanted to walk through. And as I walk in the door, and I started to walk straight to the back because there was a window looking out at the backyard, and there was a cat in the house, and the cat started hissing and swiping his claws at me, and I was really scared. I mean, this cat was coming at me, and I can remember kind of backing up, and as I went by the dining room table, I pulled out a chair like I was taming a lion, and I get outside, and the cat is still in the house. So the pilot and his family get there, and of course I tell him, we can't go in the house. There is a cat, and it tried to attack me. And he looked at me like I was crazy. And he said, I'm going in the house. I mean, the poor man is in the Army. He's not afraid of a cat. So we go in the house. I said, don't take your daughter. And he kind of looked at me and said, come on. And they went in the house. I followed them, and the cat did nothing. The cat did nothing. And he probably thought I was crazy. He did buy a house for me, so I guess maybe he thought I was eccentric. But honest to God, that cat was coming at me, and that was that. But I will never forget that day.
So it's animals.
It's animals.
It's animals. That's the most memorable experience of
the challenge of animals.
The challenge of showing houses.
Yes.
I mean, there's always things, but yeah.
Yours didn't attack you.
No, it did not.